All right, welcome everybody. Here we are for some yoga. Thanks for joining me today. Let's start with some nice meditation, just opening the chest, taking some deep breaths, and just kind of letting your mind go. Think about inhaling for about 5 seconds and exhaling for 5 seconds. And go ahead and start with your breath up high, actually, up in your chest. So inhale up high in the chest, feel the shoulders rising even, let them rise up, and then just exhale, relax it all. And do that for about 5 breaths. One more there. And then start to work on your belly breathing. Now take the breath down deep in the belly, the opposite direction. Feel the belly coming out and in. Taking just 2 more deep breaths there. Excellent. So let's go ahead and speed up here. We're going to do some shoulder rolls and pelvic tilts, curving the spine, rolling the shoulders up and back. So we're going to focus a little bit on the lower back today in this area, both strengthening as well as stretching. So starting with this one, just try to tilt the pelvis forward and really get lower into the back as you curve it. See what you can do there. Go nice and slow in that area. Just really curving. Do 2 more of those. Excellent. And then we're going to go the other way. Inhale. Exhale. Still at this point, kind of slow it down. See what you can get for stretching that lower back and then open up. And then inhale, reaching up. Good deal. I actually have one leg shorter than the other. I was at the chiropractor and we are talking about x-raying it again, but I went to a massage after that and go ahead and turn a little bit. And the massage therapist, I mentioned it to him and he said he could feel my spine, the little curve of the spine because of the leg being shorter. Kind of weird. Other side. That's kind of why we're doing some lower back stuff. Always good to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Take care of my back while we take care of yours. Good. Let's push out, curve the back. So this is always a video you could return to if you're having low back issues. Kind of walk your I'll do this from the side. Kind of walk your butt back a little. just kind of wiggling, just kind of walking back. I'm actually moving back about ½ inch each time. Good, and then scoot up if you have to. Let's do that one more time. Let's start with the inhale, reach up, hold it. Go ahead and go to one side. And the other side. And then push out, curve the back. Start up pretty far on your chair. And then start to just kind of walk yourself back a little. Kind of rocks the spine. And then go ahead and go to one side, still curving. Take a deep breath in. And other side. Good, and let's go ahead and face this side. We're gonna work the hip flexor in here, putting the leg all the way back, reaching up. Take a couple deep breaths in the belly. Good, and then back to center. Inner thigh stretch. And along with that, we're gonna do a little turning, but really try to see if you can get your inner thigh stretching first. This, and then what we can do is kind of push the shoulder in, and this will kind of stretch back in here too. Good, other side. So you'll put, I kind of extend this arm, put the shoulder in, and then also looking back, twist that body more. Excellent. So let's go ahead and face the other way. One leg back, reaching up. And back to center. We'll do a airplane pose. Trying to get my shoulder in line here. It's all wonky. There we go. Nice airplane pose. Palms facing down. You'll be looking down in front of you about 5 feet. Keep your back nice and straight, but lean forward. Working that lower back, tightening up the lower back. Just take a couple deep breaths. And then sit up nice and straight, twisting, looking behind you. And other side. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand up here. So you might have the chair close by. We'll start with downward dog actually, so you might want your chair for that. Go ahead and walk your feet back about 90 degrees with your body, so see 90 degrees here. And then once you get there, go ahead and push your back even more. Taking a couple deep breaths. Excellent. Then we're going to stand off to the side slightly. We're going to do basically what's called a bird dog. So we'll be leaning forward and reaching out almost like a warrior 2 or 3, but just the one hand now, this one. And what you're going to do is bring the knee and elbow together and then reach out, extend the back so you'll feel it in this lower back area. And try to keep your foot pointed straight down to the ground. So in and out. Do that, and you do want to hold on probably so you can focus on the exercise, not balance. And let's do about 5 more. One more, and we hold here. Hold it for about 5-10 seconds. One deep breath, we'll say. And relax. Good. We'll stop and go to a cat pose for a second, and we'll go back to the other side. So bend the knees, curve the back. Like I said, it's all going to be primarily working the back today. We'll do some stuff in between to rest it. Always come back to this to work that lower back out. Good. So let's go to the other side now. So just going to extend the leg and the arm. So you got enough space there. And make sure I got this right here. I got to have the opposite arm and leg. All right, opposite arm and leg. That makes it easier. In and out. So let's do about 10 times in and out. It also works your abs a little if you crunch that knee and elbow together. Nice and slow. 2 more. And hold it. And relax. Good. So then we go back to that cat pose and stretch it out again. And then we go to cow, walking the feet forward a little bit, lifting the chest, opening the chest, shoulders back and down. Take a couple deep breaths up in the chest this time. Good, and then we go to airplane pose standing. So pretty wide and reaching back, palms face back. And you want to have your back nice and straight, looking down at the floor about 5-6 feet in front of you. And just sink it down a little bit, straighten that back up. Take a couple deep breaths. Good, and then we'll come to tree pose. Heart center. So what I'd like you to do is think about tightening those back muscles. We're starting to get in touch with them, right? So while we're in that tree pose, think about tightening those muscles in there while you're holding that pose. One more breath. And relax. Good. Then we're going to go to chair pose. Similar to the airplane, you're going to sit back with it, keep your back nice and straight, but this time reach forward. Palms face each other, and just take a couple deep breaths. And then relax, coming to tree pose again. And now tighten up the back. Work those muscles we've been working. Kind of nice, get in touch with them a little bit, and then you can use them for your balance even more. And relax. Rotate the hips nice and big first. And other direction. Good, then try to go more deeper. So you're in the pelvis. Get in touch with your inner Elvis. Nice and slow too, if you can, even better. But just try to get that motion. Other direction. Just trying to get deep into that back. Start to get in touch with those back muscles too while you're doing this. All right, then take a deep breath in. Come to sun pose. This is a good one too for the back, because you'll tend to want to put your butt up this way. What you want to do is flatten out your back. So see, I don't even have this curve here really. I'm gonna flatten it out. It's all flat. Even better, even flatter. Now you don't want to be too much, but get it just right there. Flatten it out. Engaging the core. Taking 2 more breaths. So tightening and flattening the back out. Good, and then what we're gonna do is turn this foot out. This one can be slightly forward. And some of this lateral movement on the back is nice because it's gonna flex the spine and everything, stretch some of the muscles in between. Just a triangle pose. Looking up, backing up. And it's okay if you want to reach over a little more on this one this time. Stretching that back out. Focus is on the back now, not so much opening the chest. Just open the chest and then go over. Take a couple more deep breaths. Good, and then bring this hand down to the front and try to just reach back a little bit. You will look back behind you. Just watch your balance. You can always hold on to a chair and do this. Almost even better now that I realize it. Hold on a second. Go ahead and grab that chair right where you're at if you have the chair close by. And then reach up and back. What I found is you can even use the chair to twist yourself, kind of pushing the chair this way, twisting yourself back more. And relax. Good. Let's try the other side. Triangle first, but reaching overhead a little. Just find the spot, then reach up and over more. Trying to stretch that low back and spine. Good. And then you could think of it as reaching down, or kind of like that chair, grabbing the chair. The main thing is going to be to reach back, twist, and get down far enough to get a good twist. It's hard to twist and balance sometimes, so grabbing that chair is kind of nice. One way or another. Take one more breath. And relax. Good. Now let's just bring it all out. Feet kind of toes turned in a little. Have your body move your arms. Just let the arms be loose. Fling them around a little bit. Good. So let's do a warrior two. Stepping out with the one foot and the other foot's pointed forward. Excellent. So gazing past the right fingertips. This time what I'd like to do is kind of go forward, not like so much where you lean forward, but forward as in, see how I'm kind of pulling my body sideways, and then we'll go back. And you can look forward on this if you want, but I don't know, it might not matter really. Try not to move the legs. You can get into that habit real quick. Just the spine. It might not be a huge range of motion for you. Good. And then shorten your stance a little bit, reaching up and back. It's always amazing what I come up with when I have a focus of a certain sort. It's kind of fun coming up with new things. And relax. Let's go to cat pose again one more time on that. So we curve the back, bring the hips underneath. And take a couple deep breaths in the back. All right, good deal. So we're going to go ahead and do warrior two on the other side now. Seesaw warrior, we'll call that. Seesaw warrior. Just a little, oh, see, it's hard not to move those legs. Try to just move the body, seesaw back and forth. And, you know, you might not be totally in touch with this right away. I can feel that this side is definitely not the same as the other side. But just keep trying. Move that spine back and forth. I can see one side doesn't want to go as much as another for me. Good, let's get into that triangle. So the no, wait a second. The reverse warrior, somebody show me. I think no, we were doing this one, I think, right? I'm so confused. It'll come to me in a second. Yeah, I think this is what we were doing, but that's all right. I got so involved. My mind let go of everything else. All right, let's go back to this, ring it out. Excellent. So let's go ahead and go down to the legs here to this point. And keep your back super straight at first. You mostly feel the stretch in your hamstrings, or yeah, back of the legs, glutes. The tighter your legs are, the tighter your back will be too. So it's always important to stretch out your legs if your back is tight. You can do downward dog too, whatever is best for you. You need to hold on. But now at this point, what we're going to do is try to take this part of the back, the low right here, and bring it up. Just that part if we can. Not the hunched part up top, just low back. And you might not be able to do much, but just try to focus on that area. We can easily do this one, right? Try to do the other one, the lower one. And relax. Nice job. Let's go ahead and have a seat. We'll finish up with some seated stuff. I'm going to start with the legs crossed. And then just leaning forward. You can cross low if you prefer. If you need to. If you have hip replacement or something that doesn't cooperate. Keep your back nice and straight and just lean into it. Good. And then we're going to hug up on the knee here. Kind of breathe down into your lower back area. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Good posture, leaning forward. And then hugging up. And then unwind. Go ahead and inhale, reach up. Stretch it out. Take a couple breaths there. Think about reaching up higher to the ceiling. Stretch it out. And then pull your knee to your chest. Curve your back, taking it almost to your chin or forehead. Take a couple deep breaths. Good, and then inhale, reach up. Hold it again for a few breaths. Really stretching the belly, but also kind of lengthening the spine. And imagine you have a string attached to your head, just pulling you up. And then we'll pull that leg in. Again, you can kind of try to curve it as much as possible, curving the back and stretching the back of the leg. Take a couple deep breaths. Good, and then we'll go ahead and face the side here. A little warrior one. And then keep pushing that leg back, and then we'll twist. You might have to scoot yourself back on the chair to grab the chair back, or you might scoot forward more to make it harder. Pulling yourself back, twisting while you do the lunge. Yeah, that's a nice stretch right here too in the abdominal area. Go ahead and face the other direction and try that. Start with Warrior One, get it all lengthened out and everything first. And then go ahead and do the reach back twisting. And back to center. Another twist here, but this time we're gonna kind of deviate from our posture, pulling down and diagonal. And other side. Find your posture first and then start to just go down into the twist. Good, and then sit back all the way. We're gonna push back into the chair, open the arms. A little seated eagle back extension, or seated wings, I should say. Seated wings, coming in, relax the back, curve it a little, bring the arms together. Gets a good stretch in the middle back, and then open it up. Inhale, push your back into the chair. Exhale. So you're actually working your lower back muscles when you open up. Exhale, push back, push into the chair, hold it, hold it. And exhale. Inhale, back and forth. Push, push, push. And exhale. We got two more of these. Inhale. Push. Exhale. One more time. Good, and then we're just going to finish with a forward fold. Just reaching out, folding the body. And just hold there for a good 5 or so breaths, really relaxing the back. Let gravity take you down and stretch more. All right, good. Sit up nice and tall now. Finish with some breathing and relaxation. Great job, by the way. Just taking some nice, long, deep breaths. Breathing deep in the belly. And start to lengthen your exhales so that you feel the belly coming in a lot more, exhaling all the air out. And just imagine that you're giving yourself a massage on the inside with your breath. Couple more nice deep breaths like that. Good, and then just return to nice, easy breathing. Whatever is natural and normal for you. Maybe just don't think about your breath so much and just enjoy the breath. And enjoying 2 more deep breaths here, and then we'll close up. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and come to heart center. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for joining me once again. Remember, this is a great video you can always return to for any sort of back issues that you might be having.